You ever seen a team that looked flawless? They looked perfect on the outside, but you knew something was there behind those good-looking metrics and hitting all the marks, and that wasn't really real. I'm Patrick Parson for the Agile Forum, and I can tell you that the notion of the perfect team is a fallacy, and if you chase that, you could very well destroy your team. Stay with me and I'll tell you how. So lots of organizations have this notion of the perfect Agile team. Your velocity is steady or even rising, steadily rising. You've got no churn. Everything is in the right zones as far as your metrics. Your defects are low or non-existent. Everybody on the team is happy and healthy and jumping for joy. There's no conflict, no skills gaps. Everybody on the team knows how to do everything that needs to be done on the team to get work done. Somebody's gone, the team doesn't miss a beat. Your stakeholders are always happy. Your releases go out perfectly, nothing blows up, there's no issues, no defects. Now, some of those things may be true, but usually all of those things are not true. It doesn't pass the smell test usually. There's always room for improvement in all of those areas, right? So when our teams get measured against these unrealistic ideals, it can be very unhealthy. It's easy to game some of these metrics. It's easy to put a veneer on top of what's really going on. And it's easy for that to encourage your team not to really dig into any issues, just cover them up and bury them. That seems to be what management, what the stakeholders are looking for anyway. That's what makes everybody comfortable. Why would we raise a flag or talk about things that went wrong if it's only going to put us in a bad way, in a bad light with our management, with our chain of command? The reason why is because we're an Agile team. Just because management is on that page doesn't mean we have to be. And it certainly doesn't mean that that's right. So we need to help them reframe things. And as Agilists, and this goes for POs and team members as well, you have to help management, you have to help your chain of command and your stakeholders understand what Agile is, why it's different. There's a piece of litter. Who says Scrum Masters don't do things that are valuable and helpful? Right here. So what do real teams actually look like? Well, real teams make mistakes. They sometimes miss a requirement. There are misunderstandings. They don't get along 100% of the time. There are skills gaps. There are things that they're working on all the time. There's the psychological safety within the team that they know they can address things like that, talk about things like that, and everyone is going to focus on the need, the issue, the thing that the team is lacking in, and it's not going to be personal. And if it is, we work through that too, right? Nothing's perfect on any of these Agile teams. So let's just own that and be honest about that and put things out on the table, talk about them, represent them correctly to our management. A team that's improving is a good Agile team. A team that is aware of some things that they need to improve on is a good Agile team. A team that is being represented as perfect because we're fudging and gaming the metrics, that's not a perfect Agile team. That's an Agile team that's being hindered by that kind of an atmosphere and by a Scrum Master who is too scared to be honest and help the team be honest and doesn't help create that environment. Be bold. A Scrum Master has a lot of influence when it comes to these kind of things. So what is the cost of chasing perfection? Well, teams now have to maintain this illusion that everything is perfect and there's no issues on the team. Retrospectives, you see a lot of things over on the what did we do well side and not much over on the other side. Only the things that are safe, right? Only the things that ignore the actual elephant in the room and things that we actually need to talk about. Leadership may think everything is just fine and dandy on your team until something breaks or goes wrong. And then, hopefully not, but I've seen it happen before, it turns into a blame game. In the duck, duck, goose blame game, you don't want to be the one without a seat. Don't play that game. Be honest, be brave, help the team, talk about the things that actually need to be talked about. The elephant in the room should be talked about. It's great if somebody on the team can bring that up, but if they don't, bring that up in the retro and do it with enough time where you can actually dig into it. Ask some of those powerful questions during those sessions where you're talking about those tough topics, and coach the team for real growth. Focus on moving the needle, not about perfection. You don't want to paint that picture of the destination so tightly and detailed that the team can never measure up to that. That's not healthy. There's lots of agile teams, lots of different types of agile teams, some of them that have these dysfunctions that we talk about, and they're actually great teams. Sometimes those dysfunctions can be okay. Movement and progress are the hallmarks of a good agile team. Make sure you're framing up your imperfections and the things that your team is working on in a way that management and leadership understands. Those are the hallmarks of a good agile team. We're honest with ourselves about the things that we need to tackle, talk about, and change, and we're doing that. There's a plan. We're moving forward. The team is excited about that. They understand. We're not perfect. We never will be. So let's throw that off to the side and talk about real things and have real conversations. Leadership will respect that, and it'll catch on. It may take some time, but it'll happen. I wish you good luck. It's Patrick Parson with the Agile Forum. Happy Agile. See you next time. I can smell Chinese food cooking over there at the hospital. Does anybody else like hospital food, or is it just me? I haven't been there enough in my life where I have bad memories associated with it. Maybe that has something to do with it, but I like hospital food. Why not? Especially when somebody brings it to your room. How cool is that? These are thoughts that I have.